I look too much like Jhene Aiko. My face is literally identical to hers. I have all her facial bones and expressions. I have her facial shape. I have her temporalis muscles and her superior temporal line. I have Jhene Aiko's forehead size. I have her glabella, nasal notch, frontal eminence, supraorbital foramen, superciliary arch, nasal spine of frontal bone, her frontal eminence, temporal ridge, orbital rim, frontal sinus. I have all Jhene Aiko's facial bones and features. I have her nose bones. I have her olfactory foramina of ethmoid bone, cribriform plate of ethmoid bone, sella turcica of sphenoid bone, crista galli of ethmoid bone, perpendicular plate of ethmoid bone, sphenoid sinus, vomer, septal cartilage, horizontal plate of palatine bone, palatine process of maxilla, incisive canal, frontal bone, frontal sinus, nasal bone, greater alar cartilage, anterior nasal spine, central incisor. I have Jhene Aiko's nose size shape. It's too identical to her nose. I have her frontal bone, nasal bones, frontal process of maxillary bone, lateral process of septal nasal cartilages, septal nasal cartilage, minor ALR cartilage, accessory nasal cartilage, inferior view, major LAR cartilage, lateral crus, medial crus, major LR cartilage, lateral crus, medial crus, septal nasal cartilage, anterior nasal spine of maxillary bone, alar fibrofatty tissue, infraorbital foramen. I have Jhene Aiko's alar fibrofatty tissue, septal nasal cartilage, anterior nasal spine of maxillary bone, intermaxillary suture. I have Jhene Aiko's superficial temporal artery, frontal belly of occipitofrontalis muscle, supraorbital artery and nerve, supratrochlear artery and nerve, procerus muscle, corrugator, supercilia muscle, external nasal artery, infratrochlear nerve, angular artery, external nasal artery and nerve, nasalis muscle, transverse part, infraorbital artery and nerve, lateral nasal artery, transverse facial artery, nasalis muscle, ILR part, supercilia muscle, external nasal artery, infratrochlear nerve, angular artery, external nasal artery and nerve, nasalis muscle, transverse part, infraorbital artery and nerve, lateral nasal artery, transverse facial artery, nasalis muscle, ILR part, depressor, septi nasi muscle, orbicularis, oris muscle, facial artery, superior and inferior labial arteries. I have Jhene Aiko's cheekbone and shape. I have her zygomatic process, her frontal process body of zygomatic bone, orbital process